love your acting. Howdy, cowgirl.
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
Better now.
Okay, I'm about 5'10", and I'm 12. Where
What'd you say?
She's 12. She's 12. She's 12. That's a 1 and a 2. Not a 2 and a 1. 1 and a 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. No, not even a teen in it. Not even a teen. Great, now we're getting everybody's stats on the right side of the room. I'm not 4114 at 13.
It's 5'10".
How tall are you?
Young? How tall am I? How tall is your face? That's a good one. 6'5", I don't know, 6'4".
Okay, I was wondering where you managed to find pants that were long enough for your legs, because I can never do that.
Do you want these? That sounded dirty, I didn't mean it to sound I did. It was a joke. Seems in quotation. Stop it! That's a very good question. I walked into the mall and just found somebody and said, help me. I don't know how to buy clothes.
To be fair, and this is not a word of a lie, he and I actually wear the same size pants. It's his torso that happens to be oddly long. She's 12, buddy. 1, 2.
Yeah. Are the police here yet?
I have another question for you. How old is your father?
43.
That's my point. Quit talking about your toes. Yeah, he's fine in the pants department. It's in the t-shirt department, which, if you'll notice, most of his t-shirts barely touch his belt, which drives me nuts in a bad way. Drives him nuts in a good way. So. Say it, go, it's good.
Okay. A pirate walks into a bar with a steering wheel attached to his pants. And the bartender's like, hey dude, you got a steering wheel attached to your pants. He goes, hey, it's driving me nuts. You told me to say it. What's he going to say? I'm sorry guys, it's been a while. It's been a lot going on. So sorry. Dad, so sorry. Mom, so sorry. Thank you. I just walked in the mall and said, hey, help me with some pants. I'm not going to do the pirate joke again, but yeah.
Good luck out there. How you doing?
Hi, my name is Sarah, and this question is for Jensen.
Thank God.
So, there is a very particular blue denim shirt with 2 pockets on the breast that you and Misha both maybe have. Are there 2 separate shirts, or is this a shared custody thing?
That's a fair question. It's kind of like baseball. You'll understand. To be fair, I have 3 different denim shirts with pockets, that kind of Western style. They're all 3 different brands, and I've had, one of them is probably 15 years old. Older. I don't know if Misha, the one that he has, if it is the same brand as one of the ones that I have. But yes, I'm aware that he has one that looks very similar, and we try to coordinate as much as we can.
Let's be honest. Have you ever read Oliver Twist? So Misha is like, Misha will show up on random days on set when he's not working for like 3 weeks. Like, hey guys, do you have any extra water that I can have? He brings a cane sometimes. He's like, you don't limp. Like, why are you pretending to limp? He begs a lot. So we end up giving him a lot of stuff because he just ends up being like, you know, groveling, naked mostly. We try not to look. But he
Is this the kind of stuff that was happening at the sleepover?
yes. It's like a 9th inning, I would say.
All 9 innings?
But did you round
They're 2
third base?
separate shirts. I'll ask him if it's the same brand. If it is, I'll burn the one that I have.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yikes.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Sam. I wish us...
You're Sam?
I'm Sam.
Bullshit, I'm Sam.
Sam. My question is...
For now. But I'm watching you.
Okay, keep an eye out. My question is, with
I'm watching you. She's like, okay, I know. Please tell me this question's for me.
With what Jack's going through right now, depleting his soul every time he uses his powers and knowing the consequences of it because Sam had been soulless, would Sam and Dee be able to deplete their soul if they were in Jack's position, and what would Jared and Jensen do?
Great question.
Would we be able to maintain our soul?
Would you be willing to deplete your soul to save the people you love?
Oh, yes.
Humanity.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
I think we've done it many times.
Yeah.
I feel like I do. I feel like Sam and Dean have both, and that's almost story-wise. It's almost why it's almost one of the reasons why Jack is so much part of the family, because he's also seemingly willing to give everything for what he presumes to be the betterment of the world, of his earthly family, whatever. And Sam, it's a great question, and we actually kind of dance around this for the next several episodes in the season, so I'm excited for you to see what happens. But Jack doing everything he can to do what he thinks makes his family safer is exactly what Sam and Dean do all the time. And Sam, I don't feel like Sam can necessarily speak on what it's like to be soulless, because I think when you're in it, it's difficult to be objective about it, you know? So I feel like Dean will be crucial as Jack depletes his soul, because Dean has dealt with somebody who's soulless before.
I feel like Dean. I mean, and this is one of the traits of both of these characters that I've been attracted to since the beginning, and that is their selflessness and their willingness to put themselves in danger for people that they love. And I think it's a very honorable characteristic, and I think we all, maybe hope that we have that in us. Some of us certainly do. I don't think I shared that trait with Dean as much as I'd like to, personally, until I had children. And that has drastically changed. And it also filters into other aspects of my life as well. So it's, of course anybody would, do anything for their children, but that's now leading over into me wanting to help a stranger more than I maybe normally would have in the past. And so I don't know if that's a product of playing this character for 14 years, or the combination of that and having children has really kind of changed that for me personally. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my question is for both y'all as actors as well as your characters on the show. So for your characters, who do you think was the hardest character for them to lose, and who was the hardest actor to lose off of set?
The hardest character for Dean to lose was Sam. Obviously. He got him back, so the show continued. But that was certainly a difficult one. And there's also one coming up that's pretty difficult.
Oh no. I feel like it's Jack.
Just take it easy.
No, there really is. And as far as losing an actor on the show, we've had so many. I mean, there's a long. In fact, just recently, Andrew, our showrunner, was we're talking about the next season and what kind of story. And, I don't think he really meant it, but he was just like, yeah, if you guys, if there's characters or that you guys want to, maybe revisit, let me know. He's going to do whatever he wants. He's not going to discuss. But that got me thinking, and I actually went through and literally compiled a list of actors that we've worked with that have been on the show, and it was unbelievably long. And it just got me thinking, like, wow, we have been so fortunate to have this many amazingly talented people, but also people that we consider friends, and were made us better as actors working with them. I mean, I just got a wonderful voicemail from on my birthday from Tim Amundsen, and love that. And then again, the list goes on and on. It would be very difficult to pick.
Yeah, so I feel like the obvious answer for Sam is losing Dean, but trying to go outside of family, I think it was really difficult for Sam to lose. Again, he came back, but to lose Bobby.
Yeah.
I feel like Bobby was the first kind of father figure other than his brother. So that was difficult. But on a weird note, and this character has been in one episode, but this was difficult for Jared and Sam to lose because he hasn't been back. Sully. It was a cool opportunity to show sort of the, Sam's literally been to hell and back. He's been Lucifer, he's been Gadriel, he's been Ezekiel, he's been Meg, he's been a lot of different soulless and but I feel like it was such an interesting opportunity to kind of be able to be vulnerable and open with somebody who's not family or who doesn't possess you. So I think that was rough for Sam and Jared. And I've been trying to get him back, so fingers crossed. the second Ruby chick, I kind of died. I don't know. Yeah. She was pretty hot. Hello.
Hi, my name is Ashley. I hail from Pennsylvania.
Hail.
Hail from Pennsylvania. But my question was, what was it like filming that scene in Profit and Loss, that scene at the end where you punched Ian in the face and then pulled him the hug? 'Cause I have to say that was a very, very, very powerful scene. And you guys.
Thank you. There are a few people who know this from earlier today. I've done, my experience. So I've done like 360 episodes of television. I've never gone home and cried myself to sleep from shame and disappointment until that night. Not a word of a lie, and I think he can vouch for me. For some reason, the words wouldn't, it's never happened to me. Like, I'm a professional, you know, I'm a craftsman. And I'm very proud of my professionalism. I like to mess around and have fun, but I had never had a moment where, literally, like, I can even tell it. I've worked with this guy for thousands of days, right? So he's like, "You good, man? You're good? Like, you got it, you got it." And I knew that I was kind of messing up. Tom Wright, like I literally ran off set when the scene was over. I will never in my life not known, I've never in my life not been able to
Yeah, he couldn't, the words and the actions just weren't syncing up. And I again, like he said, I've worked with this guy more than anyone in my life, and I've never seen a moment like this with him. I've seen it in other people. But Jared has never not been able to get the work done, and he couldn't do it. Like something wasn't connecting in his brain, and so much so where I was like, "Did you take something? Did you take did you take some like cold medicine, or did something you eat? Are you having a reaction?" Like it was that weird, and he couldn't make the connection to the words, and so we get into the scene, and it was supposed to be an emotional scene, obviously. And he wasn't able to, A, find the emotion, B, connect the words to the emotion, and then C, connect all that to the action that he was supposed to do, like the shoving me and stuff like that. And it was all just, and I just watched him, and he was just spiraling. And I tried to grab him and be like, hey, take it easy, you got this. What's happening? You're fine. Go walk it off. And nothing was happening. And at that point, I knew nothing that I could say was going to help this situation. It was just kind of like, it's whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. And so everybody, even the crew, I walked back to the crew, and the crew's like, "What's happening?" Because he's like pacing, you know, in the parking lot, looking at his script and like trying to go over the lines. I'm like, I don't know, whatever it is, just, you know, just let him work through his process. You know, I was like, you know, is something going on at home that I don't know about? And he's like, no, nothing is, he's like, I just can't do it. And it was awful, for not just for him, but for everybody there to watch him. It was so solid, every day in and day out. The guy is a machine. Again, never not able to do the work. And he just couldn't do it. I felt the same way I did when I saw Rob in the hospital after a stroke, and he couldn't speak. And it was just like, you know he can, but it couldn't happen. It was heartbreaking. Luckily, I think some of that frustration, or a lot of that frustration, made its way into the performance, and he finally put in an amazing performance, I thought. That hug. And that hug at the end was a little more Jensen hugging Jared than it was Dean hugging Sam. So that was, but hey buddy, you made it. It has never happened since. I don't know, it was just a fluke. It was a unicorn. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I didn't mean to bring up all that.
No, thank you.
That's good.
I can't tell at all that you were struggling with it, but it's like you feel it.
Yeah, well, you know what? Thanks, Ackles. I'll say this. This is, and people ask me this sometimes, and I can't really, like how, I can't properly put into words or quantify the way I feel about y'all, about this guy, about these guys and gals. And, that was the lowest point in my career, honestly. Like I've never been to work and been like, I knew the words, but I felt literally like I was like, this isn't a joke. I felt like I had a stroke. Like the words wouldn't come out of my mouth.
You did say, you remember saying this, you're like, this is like a bad dream I'm having.
Absolutely.
I'm living a bad dream right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like
and
that
then it was
dream.
like, okay, well we have 4 more hours to go to shoot this scene. And I'm like, I'm having a fucking nightmare. Like, in front of everybody, in front of the crew. They all want to go home. It's midnight. We have, like, we shoot wrap by 1 a.m., but I can't say my lines, so they're going to be up until 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. waiting for me to do my job. It's never happened before. Never, ever, ever, ever. And it hasn't happened since. It was a nightmare, but the sheer fact that you're coming up here for the first time since it's aired to like compliment us on the scene is just a sign of why we are a family, you know? Like this is why we come here, you know?
Did that feel good to get out?
No, it's embarrassing. Embarrassing. I did. Thank you guys. And that certainly with the fishing expedition, thank you guys so much. Yeah. Hi. You want to talk about baseball? Please.
No, my question is about baseball. If you two weren't playing Sam and Dean, what other celebrity could you see playing your characters?
Peter Dinklage. And Uma Thurman.
That's pretty accurate. You know, I've said this before on maybe social media, but I think Sterling Brown would have been great Sam. He's a lot smarter than I am and a lot more compassionate, but he has all the characteristics that a Sam character would have. And this, I think I said this in an interview, so this made it like Entertainment Weekly, so I don't feel bad talking about it. But when I first found out about Supernatural, Eric Kripke, who I'd never met, was like they sent him some tape or something, as you know, Gilmore Girls, the original one. But I think apparently.
Wait. I didn't feel like I got it the first time.
Apparently, Kripke's response was like, "Nah, we want an intellectual. We want somebody who's intelligent."
Well, they really swung and missed on that one, didn't they? See what I did there with the baseball? Thank you. You know, I was coming here this morning and I got in the elevator and...
That made any sense! There was no punchline. Damn you, Steve Gordon. Damn Gordon. The suitcase stuff, all the stuff that I had said, the baseball stuff, nothing? Damn it. Yeah. I forgot. I'm looking for a rim shot. Take it easy. This is stupid. That's the most ridiculous sound effect ever. Yes, so Sterling would be great. I'm going to be quiet. Just for a moment, don't worry.
Bear Grylls. To play Dean Winchester.
I like that. Who did you think?
I don't know.
Oh, come on now!
Don't make me do it's him, Dean.
Thank you.
He's never had a Liberty map by himself, man.
Hi, what is your name?
I am Teresa from Alabama.
Teresa Van Go Alabama. Alright, so you are our last question, so as is our want, we bring you up and try to let you see the supernatural family. Can we have some house lights? Just kidding.
It's your birthday?
It sounds so cool to me. Oh, look at that. It happened. Look, somehow. Is it actually somebody's birthday? No way! It is Teresa's birthday. So, you're the last question in Nashville. Don't mess this up. Just which?
What may regret that?
Oh, God. I'm already regretting it.
Well,
So, the 8th inning.
well, we're in Nashville. I'm from Alabama. We're very close to the state line. There is a YouTube video of Jensen singing Sweet Home Alabama.